A good afternoon and happy Friday to everyone in the audience today. Today's comedy video, I'm going to be telling you something that's very special and unique about Americans such as myself. Every single American has a superpower, right? I don't know if you knew this or not. Where am I going with this? Give any product to an American, and they will find some way to hurt themselves with it or to break it beyond repair. That's basically the American way. It's not about freedom, it's not about liberty, it's about managing to be stupid with any new product that comes out on the market and destroying it or hurting yourself, or both. So this power is actually a scientific phenomenon. It's been tested multiple times. There's a lot of evidence over the years, actually. Where's the proof, right? Where's the proof? I'm claiming all this science and proof. So you guys know cinnamon, right? That little spice that people on the Asian continent and all over the world have been using responsibly for thousands of years. Well, as soon as the Americans get their hand on it, we get the cinnamon challenge, where you eat a whole spoonful with no water and then choke and die. How do we manage to get killed by a spice? This is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. I have no idea how people manage to get killed by a little powder, but they did it. That's the American superpower. Another thing is Tide Pods. You guys remember a little while ago when people were just eating Tide Pods because they looked appetizing? That was Americans, that was us. You wouldn't think you need to add a warning label to not eat dish detergent or clothing detergent, but you'd be wrong. That's the American superpower. See, do you guys see what I'm talking about here? Okay, so I know that these are both internet challenges, and that includes millions of Americans, right? And in this scientific phenomenon, the American superpower only becomes more powerful the more Americans are involved. So of course these internet challenges with millions of Americans watching and copying it is going to make this superpower super duper potent, right? But does this work with just a few Americans, right? Instead of a million, how about just a small group? Can they still be as destructive and stupid? Of course! Okay, so here is the proof from my own family. You guys get a little bit of an eagle lore here. Okay, so my dad, when he was a kid, he's about in his late 50s now, and when he was a kid in about the 1960s, late 1960s, the microwave became commercially available, right? It was actually invented a little while before, but it finally became cheap enough for most people to buy it at around 1967. And that's when my dad was a kid, right? My dad has 4 brothers. And I don't know if you can see where I'm going with this and the American superpower, but if you can't, you will soon enough, okay? So we have this thing, a new microwave, right? All these people, my dad and his brothers, they all find out, okay, we've heard some silly things that you can do with the microwave. Very silly things. Things like blowing up blueberries, or blowing up eggs, or setting things on fire with metal. And they thought, okay, we gotta try at least one of these. So the collective genius and the American superpower starting to activate here, they thought, let's blow up an egg. So my dad's parents come home, my grandparents, and they bought a new microwave, right? Because it's super awesome. Like, think about this. Before the microwave, you'd have to preheat the oven or heat up the stove, and then you could accidentally burn food, cook food. Microwave is just so much faster, so they bought a microwave. Of course, it's a great appliance, and they brought it home, and then they had to leave to go somewhere. So my dad is alone with his 4 brothers in the house and a brand new toy. Now, the American superpower is now going in full effect right now. So they go, okay, we're going to blow the crap out of an egg in the microwave, because I heard from a friend that it makes something really funny, like it looks awesome. But then my genius uncle, right, my dad's brother, my Uncle Mike, he goes, wait a minute. We just got a new microwave, and we don't want to mess it up. Like, we can't let our parents know that we blew up an egg, because then it's going to get everywhere. It's going to be a mess, and we don't want to clean it. Let's be smart about this, okay? And so my Uncle Mike, he's under the influence of the American superpower. He goes, let's tie a plastic bag around the egg. And that way, if it does explode, it'll all get caught by the plastic bag. And now you might think, okay, this is a great idea. It's smart. He's not going to have to clean anything, right? I don't know if you've ever been to science class, but you know plastic bags don't let air, in particular heat, out very well. Can you see where this is going? Maybe, maybe. Anyway, so they put the egg in the plastic bag and they start heating it up, right? Your microwave's going vroom. You start to spin. I can't spin that way because it's my headphone wire. Vroom. So it's all heating up, and about 45 seconds later, so the microwave's here, right? The door, it blows off the hinges, and it flies into the back wall. It makes a dent in the wall because, so basically, have you ever seen an egg blow up in the microwave? It blows up with insane force, okay? Like that thing, it will blow up in the door by itself. But imagine you put it in a greenhouse. They put it in the plastic bag greenhouse, and all the heat and all the pressure is now building up doubly, and it blew the microwave door off the hinges. It became a projectile weapon. Somehow, the American superpower enabled a microwave to become a projectile weapon. Do you even understand how stupid that is? That is so dumb. Okay, I know I turned Italian there for a second. That's true, okay? They actually did that. And this is one of the first commercially available microwaves, and they already figured out how to break it beyond repair. Just like I was saying before. That's proof the American superpower is real, okay? So basically, like I said, one of the first commercial microwaves ever brought home, in the first day of its installation and use, was instantly broken by a group of 5 teenage American males, which is basically the most destructive group on the entire planet, next to North Koreans. And so at the end of the day, if you ever look at some stupid warning label, like don't eat Tide Pods, or don't put metal in the microwave, because these will cause problems, just know that it's not directed at you. It's directed at the Americans, and it's more of a cautionary tale against the American superpower. So at the end of the day, you know, just remember, it's because of people like my dad obliterating their new household appliances back in the 60s. So I hope you think about that every time you see a warning label. And thank me and my dad for making your day a little bit better. Well, I hope you guys liked the joke, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you for watching.